I was in such a rush to get the content up so fast that I forgot to really do a proper or an intro at all for the channel, really explaining what my purpose is here. So I really am here to focus on you becoming the best version of yourself. And a part of that is really to maneuver you from toxic relationships, or if you have been inside narcissistic relationships or situations, then my experience and expertise from being amongst people with narcissistic tendencies and traits and particular behaviors that are very toxic. I have had experiences with said situations, and I am a narc survivor. And because of this, I have taken my experience and my, how you say, knowledge attained from being in these situations, that I freely share through content and information to better those who are going through the same issues, who are seeking healing, who are seeking growth, who are seeking the strength to have a momentum to come out of these toxic relationships, so that I can be a testament for somebody, so that they will know that it is not a death sentence for you if you leave that toxic relationship. It is not a death sentence for you to leave that narcissistic person, but rather it is a time for growth and inspection and finding your purpose in life. Because being in that relationship for that period of time, that narcissistic person was draining your spiritual energy and suppressing you spiritually, and you are never going to be used by God in the proper way that He wants to use you if you stay inside of these narcissistic or toxic relationships, and you put up with the stress and being drained spiritually and in all other aspects of your health. And I'm just here to be that testament unto you that yes, I have done it. Many others have come from narcissistic relationships and have grown and have become better versions of themselves. And it is not a myth, it is true. You too can rise above this. You too can start over. Do not let the enemy tell you that you will never find better, that you will never become better. Better is there for you. You just have to let go of the pain. You just have to let go of the trauma. You just have to tell yourselves that the devil is a liar. You can be better. You, matter of fact, you have greatness within you. The Most High knew you from you were in your womb. He knew your great destiny. He knew your great purpose. He still knows that purpose, and he still knows that great destiny. He saw that great potential that you have, but it's being suppressed the longer you stay inside this toxic relationship. It's being suppressed the longer you stay inside this narcissistic relationship. And He, the Most High God, cannot use you or put you in the positions that He needs to place you in, so that you can operate in your divine gifts and talents and potentials. You have so much potential that you are yet to unlock, and you won't unlock these potentials if you are being abused spiritually. The moment you come out of this toxic relationships, narcissistic relationships, that is the moment when you are going to realize that your eyes are going to be open to a lot of things. You're going to understand that you have developed or have been harboring so much unique gifts and abilities that you never knew you had. You had them all this time, but you just weren't paying attention to them. And people who have been through these things, who have gone through these things, are the best ones to mentor you in how to heal, how to rise above your setbacks of being in these relationships, of being physically and spiritually beaten, and your light almost siphoned from you. You need to be around people at this time who can teach you how to grieve and rise above it. Right? There is hope. Don't feel like, oh, this is grief and I'm a die. No, you will not die. You shall live, say the Most High God, and He has a purpose for your life to turn this bitter sorrow into a joyous moment, into a happy moment, into a reuniting moment where He can get you back into His ministry, proclaiming light and truth into the world, and for you to operate in your divine purpose and gifts that you originally have. That's why you feel so different from the world. You never really bonded in, and He's still trying to get you out of that mess that you got yourself into, that toxic relationship, that narcissistic relationship that you chose. And He's waiting on you to really try Him for a change instead of always trying men. And it is true, men, putting your hopes in men is in vain. Try the Most High God for a change and let Him work things out for you. A lot of you forced relationships that you had no business being in the first place. And healing, I cannot stress this enough. Healing and abstinence from sex is the key factors, at least two, because there's so much that you have to do and put in so much work into your healing before you can actually walk in your purpose and your destiny. But abstinence and grieving is the road. Those two are the first steps in the road to recovery, and you just have to be sincere and honest about your strengths and move on, because the longer you stay there and make excuses and play the victim is the longer you are going to be depleted spiritually. You might even die a horrible death, and oops, there goes the gifts and the talents and the purpose that you initially were born into this world with, gone to waste because you didn't really get to